Alright, it is a Thursday, 9:27 a.m., October the 14th, and I'm going to take things easily. Just mentally, I'm not really there that much today. Just kind of went through a bunch of emotions with the freaking ex that I started talking to. So I'm probably just going to take things pretty easily. I don't want this to really mess up my trading or something, or do something dumb. I will be looking at PUGE for a potential morning panic bounce play, but I am cautious, considering the fact on top of a morning panic bounce play that, if it fails, this thing could end up being like a tsunami type panic that ends up down like, 25-30% on the day. And if that's the case, I might try to go for an 11:30 a.m. reversal. That could be a nice possibility. MJWL could be a morning panic bounce play as well. I'll watch this. This one could definitely downtrend because a lot of these recent runners have like a little run up and they fail, but it can also be like LPP, which was a run up, but then it actually like broke the previous run up level and then did something nice. ILUS, no, never mind. I'm not gonna consider this for a morning panic bounce play. This one, it's kind of like on the blacklist for morning panic bounce plays because of the way it trades, but. I only have a regular PDT account, the short selling account, so I might consider a short, but it would have to be like a really good setup. But that's the idea there. IFXY could also be the same thing as PUGE, and this is I've traded this before. This is a nice runner. It's just gonna be a watch for now. It's technically today the second day. It could try to make some nice moves. That's all I have for today. I don't mind if I don't trade at all, and I also have some other things to do. So again, it has to be a really good setup. If it ends up being a loser day, whatever, that's totally fine. I just hope I don't do anything too dumb, so I'll just try to stick to the patterns I know best. Alright, it is 9:39 a.m. MWWC, not the most ideal because it was only up one day, but this did have a very profitable morning panic bounce play. I clearly saw the level 2 turnaround, and I don't know if I would have been executed, but I could have placed the order at 11.3 and I would have probably have been selling immediately at VWAP when when it got to that level pretty quickly. I probably would have missed out on this move right here. Again, not too ideal because it only had one green update, but right now it's doing some sketchy price action. I was interested in it when it did this move here, but I would have liked it if it downtraded maybe a little more or try to form a base, but now it's looking like one of these sketchy symmetrical triangles where it could blow up from the top or the bottom. It could do either one and make some kind of a move there, although we do have fading volume, which is in favor for it breaking out. So let's see if actually it's going to break out right now. We do have a big seller there, but yeah, I could have maybe, if I was feeling better, traded this, but at the same time it was a one-day runner. However, at least that one day it ran, it was like a very nice move. It did like basically a little more than a double from where it opened, so that's pretty cool. Nothing here with ILUS. In theory, I would be short this, especially because it kind of looks like a head and shoulders now, but not really. But this one could try to do something crazy because it is a weird stock and just try to squeeze short, so I don't necessarily want to short a stock, especially today. Maybe some other day I can tackle it. There'll always be setups. PUGE didn't really do a panic again. This one is trying to go green. Maybe it can do that thing that I said before where it kind of like trades in a range and breaks out eventually, but yeah, that's really all I have for the moment. There could be a possibility with MWWC. I don't see anything else necessarily on the other watch list, and I might call it off early. I just don't want to trade with maybe not the best mindset and do something dumb once again. Alright, 9:44. I actually try to place an order here. It's kind of, it could fail, but we do have a nice lift right now at the ask, but there is a lot of sellers. I would have tried to have been in at 12.2 right before the bid and the ask kind of lifted up, but it's not tradable on Schwab's, and I don't want to trade a $1,600 position on E-Trade right now, especially today. So I'll make an update and see if this one does anything. I guess even if I were to have been in a better mindset today, I probably wouldn't have even have been able to trade this thing here in the beginning unless I would have checked before if this thing was tradable on Schwab or not. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But hey, maybe in another another alternate reality, I probably could have traded this on an E-Trade account, $1,600 position here, and then that would have been a super nice. That would have been like a 200 or 300 day easily. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But yeah, in theory, I would be in at 12.2, going for that potential VWAP breakout. Although it does look kind of sketchy because there is a lot of people on the ask. So yeah, I'll make an update. I'll definitely make an update to see what this one does. Maybe if IFXY drops more with a lot of volume, I might consider it for like a late morning panic bounce play. But yeah, that's really it for these guys right here. I'll just continue to watch MWWC, and I might call it off early once again. Alright, it is 5:49 p.m. and I am here to call it off. I was actually debating whether or not I should even publish a video today because I wasn't really doing that much in the markets, but I think it's a good idea just because of the fact that it's just a realization that not every day we're going to be able to trade. Maybe you are busy, something came up, or it's just not the right market, or like in my case, I just felt like I didn't have like the right attitude to be considering a trade, so I decided not to just do anything. But I do want to go over MWWC, which was around 944, where I was in theory trying to get in at 122, I believe, or maybe 123. It did hit VWAP, which would have been the goal to sell into, but it didn't really do that much more. I actually downtraded, put up a lower low, and there was one more time to get out for a slight profit or break even, but then it actually did break further. I don't really know if this would have been the thing that I would have tried because this thing was only up one day, but this is an example of that 11 a.m. reversal. This one was around 11 a.m. It put up the, this isn't really a real inverse head and shoulders because this section here is not really lower than the shoulders. This one's like a double bottom with this, but here's the shoulder, head, shoulder, 11 a.m. reversal. That was a nice move. From 10.5 to 11.9. So yeah, maybe not necessarily the best. 10% would have been best case scenario, but at least the very top of the range was that VWAP, which is a nice goal to sell into. That's really all that this one did. IFXY did do like a sketchy drop here. I probably wouldn't have seen that or traded it if I had been there right there at the moment. BUGE, this one did turn around. That's pretty nice, but the drop here was kind of ugly. It was just a crappy 9:32 a.m. reversal right there. It wasn't really nice. ILUS, I probably wouldn't have traded this or any of the dips here because I just don't like this stock from long setups. The drop here wasn't very that nice. Like, it looks nice, but the percent difference isn't really there. MJWL, nothing really. They kind of had a spike and then a panic and then a lower low. I wouldn't have traded that. Maybe there were some nice runners today. I'll take a look later. But as for what I would have been interested in, just that reversal, level 2 reversal with MWWC. Maybe in theory I would have known, hey, this thing is only short tradable on E-Trade. So I traded there. Level 2 reversal. That would have been super profitable. And then there was that other attempt right there. Yeah, that's all I have. Really not too bad. I didn't miss that much besides that thing I was interested in with MWWC, honestly, and that in theory 11 a.m. reversal. But again, it's not really the best case because it was only up one day. The only thing in favor is that besides the fact that it was only up one day, at least it was up a large percent that one day. That's all I got for today.